All right, good day everyone. So today we are going to discuss lesson 2 of our subject e-commerce. So it is entitled Business to Customer. All right. Start with, let's identify first what is business to customers or B2C, no? So as we have discussed last week, no? It is a business model that sell product or service from businesses to customers, no? So it is opposite of B2B, wherein B2B, businesses sell product or service to other business. So the term customer can refer to individuals or household. Okay? So B2C businesses are typically retail businesses, no, such as e-commerce stores that sells products or service directly to customers. All right. So let's proceed. Who are involved in B2C transactions? So there are two parties involved. First, of course, the business. When we say the business, it is the company that produce and sell the product or service. No? On the other hand, the customers are the individuals or household purchases the product or service from business. So let's discuss the advantages of B2C e-commerce. All right. So first is the global reach. Of course, by the use of internet, no, B2C e-commerce allows business to reach global audience, no? And it transcends yung geographical boundaries and time zone. So nowadays, you can order or buy something from different countries, no, using B2C e-commerce. So another advantage is, of course, yung convenience and accessibility, no? So 24 hours, kahit madaling araw, you can buy or just click, no, and buy the product anytime, anywhere, no, walang restriction kasi walang traditional brick and mortar store na kung saan merong operating hours sa location. Okay? Another advantage is yung personalization, no? So sa e-commerce platform, meron tayong tinatawag na data analytics, no? Eh, tsaka yung mga customer insight na kung saan you can personalize yung mga shopping experience for individual customers, no? So may mga features such as products, personal offers, or target marketing campaigns, ayan, para ma-enhance yung customer engagement and satisfaction. Another advantage is cost efficiency, no? B2C e-commerce eliminates yung mga costs or mga expenses ng mga unlike yung mga physical stores such as rent, no? Wala kang binabayarang rent, utilities, of course, yung mga staff, wala kang binabayarang staff. So mas cost efficient siya compared doon sa mga traditional stores, no? And because of that, pwede kang makipaglaban sa pagdating sa pricing mo, sa discount, pwede mong instead of paying mga utilities or rent, no, pwede mong ilagay siya sa marketing strategy mo wherein you can reduce yung price mo, yung promotion, you can attract yung mga customers through price conscious, no? So yung last, no, data-driven decision making. So sa e-commerce platform, no, you can generate yung mas malalaking data, no, real time. Yeah, so real time you can analyze, you can have a accurate decision making kasi meron kang um mga data na kung saan you can get it through the platform that you are using, no? Ito yung mga decision making na pwede mong gawin, yung mga marketing strategies, inventory management, no, optimizing yung mga operation para magkaroon ng better performance. Okay, yung business. Right? Now, let's discuss yung disadvantage, no? So, kung maraming advantages yung B2C, no? Meron din tayong disadvantage, of course. May mga challenges na kinakaharap. Of course, una-una yung intense competition, no? So, because of this e-commerce platform, maraming pamimilian yung customers. No, mas marami kang competitors na kalaban, hindi lang inside the country, no? Ibig sabihin, yung competitors mo global din, no? If they can offer mas murang price, of course, yun yung pipiliin ng mga customers, no? So, ayan. So, yung mga B2C e-commerce, mga gumagamit ng mga B2C, of course, ang pinaka-challenge nila is how are they going to differentiate their product, no? Yung branding nila, no? How they are going to establish, na maging stable yung branding nila. And of course, yung continuous innovation. Okay? Another disadvantage, security concern, no? So it says here, online transaction involves sensitive personal and financial information. Okay? So both yung business saka yung customers, no? So may mga instance na nagkakaroon ng fraud, identity theft. Minsan yung customers, no, bogus, may mga bogus customers. Minsan may mga seller customers, mga bogus din, no? They are just getting your information through that platform and then gagamitin nila information na yon for fraud. Okay? Medyo mataas yung um, security concern kapag gumagamit ng B2C. Another disadvantage is logistical complexities, no? So, fulfilling order, of course, delivering yung products to customer, no? Including yung mga inventory management, shipping logistic, last mile delivery, no? Nagkakaroon ng mga delays, ayan, minsan error, no? Minsan nagkakaroon ng mga damages because of the delivery, insufficient ng supply chain can result in na ito yung nagre-result ng customer dissatisfaction and negative reviews. Okay? Customer service. Because providing exceptional customer service in a digital realm requires proactive communication. Napaka-importante niyan, no? When you buy sa mga Lazada or Shopee, no? It is very important. One factor na kino-consider ng customers is yung approachable and quick to respond resellers, no? Failing to meet yung mga customer expectation can lead negative feedback, loss of repeat business, and of course, yung reputational damage. Kaya yung mga sellers, minsan, no, pinapangalagaan nila yung account nila. That's why kapag may nagkakaroon ng negative feedback, kino-confront kagad nila yon on the spot para ma-explain yung side nila. Okay? So another disadvantage is dependency on technology. Of course, kapag walang internet, wala ring business na. So, umaasa lang siya sa net technology infrastructure, no? So, it also relies on technology, no? Infrastructure, katulad ng mga e-commerce platform. Kapag nagkaroon ng glitch, no, doon sa platform na yon, wala ka na rin business, no? Payment gateways and customer relationship management, no? So, ayan. And because of this, nagkakaroon ng loss of sales at saka frustrated customers kapag hindi na agapan. Now, let's proceed with how does the B2C process work. No? So, we already discussed this last time. Okay? it start with marketing. So the business creates awareness, no, for its product and service through marketing activities such as advertising, yan, public relations, tsaka social media. So after that, kapag nagkaroon ng interest yung customers, of course, pasok yung sales, no? So here in sales, the business sell its product to or service to customers, no? This can be done through online channel, of course, such as e-commerce store or offline channels, no? So, yan. After that, kapag bumili na yung customers, proceed sa delivery. So, the business deliver yung product or service to the customer. And it can be done through electronically, through emails, no? Or downloads, no? And physical through shipping. And of course, yung last, proceed na siya sa end user, customer service, no? So, the business provide customer service to the customers, no? This can include yung mga answering questions, resolving issues, and providing funds, no? Mga return, no? Yeah. So, dyan papasok ang, so that is how the B2C process work. Okay? Now, let's proceed with the next topic, which is the types of B2C e-commerce, no? We have 5 types of B2C e-commerce. First is direct sellers. Okay? So, of course, these direct sellers are the one who sell yung product mismo, no? Directly to the customers, no? Using their own website or online stores, yan. So, direct sellers can full control over their branding, price, tsaka yung customer experience. Kasi, hawak nila yan, no? Now, meron din tayong tinatawag na online intermediaries, no? Saan this platform are the middlemen between customer and sellers, no? Facilitating yung transaction without owning the product themselves. Ibig sabihin, yung seller, gumagamit ng platform na to, also yung mga buyers, no? Gumagamit platform. Ito yung example ng mga online intermediaries. Of course, yung Amazon, eBay, Alibaba, Lazada, Shopee, yan. So, these businesses can sell their product directly to the customers. Another type of B2C e-commerce is yung community-based. So, in this model, e-commerce platform leverage yung community users to buy, sell, or exchange goods or service. So, this platform often foster a sense of belonging or personalized. So, ito yung example, no? It include yung peer-to-peer marketplace like Etsy. So, when you say Etsy, yung mga handmade goods. When you say Airbnb, for accommodation naman. Ito yung mga marketplace sa Facebook, community-based, no? Alright. Another types of B2C is yung advertising base. No, meron tayong mga e-commerce platform in this category, generate revenue primarily to advertising rather than direct sale. No? They offer free or subsidized services to customer while monetizing their traffic through targeted advertising. So, social media platform na to like Facebook, Instagram, no? Wherein it often incorporate e-commerce features and generate significant revenue from advertising. Okay? So this is the last types of B2C, fee-based or subscription-based, no? So in this model, customer pay yung recurring fee, no? Access goods to service offered by the e-commerce platform. So mga example nito is yung Netflix, of course, Spotify, mga Amazon Prime, di ba? May mga ganun. YouTube Prime, may mga ganun, di ba? Typically, nakaka-receive ng benefits yung mga subscriber, pero may binabayaran silang recurring payments every month, no? Minsan every year, yan. Okay? Now, sa B2C, meron siyang ginagamit na marketing strategies. Okay? So, yan yung advertising, public relations, social media, direct marketing, and content marketing. So, let's discuss this in detail. So, meron tayong tinatawag na advertising. Of course, one of the marketing strategies na ginagamit yung advertising. Ito yung mga paid form or marketing wherein business create ads to promote yung product or service, no? Advertising can be done through traditional channel such as television, radio, o yan, nagpiprint ng mga brochures, online channels such as social media and search engine, no? So another strategy ginagawa nila, public relation. So this form of marketing where a business try to generate positive publicity to their product or service. This can be done through press release, media relation, at saka yung mga events. Yan, sumasali sila dyan in order for them to promote yung mga online platform nila na ginagamit. Another thing is social media, of course. This is a form of marketing wherein business use social media platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, yan, Instagram to connect yung with customers and promote their products. Sabi yung mga TikTok. Yan, di ba may mga platform na rin, no? You can buy products using TikTok. Ito yung pang-apat, direct marketing. So this is the form of marketing where businesses reach out to customers directly, no? To promote their product or service. Ito yung mga example, mga direct email, telemarketing, email marketing, and the like. Ito yung last, content marketing. So ito yung pinaka, ngayon, no? Trend wherein a marketing wherein a business create and share content, no? Such as blog posts, infographics, videos to promote their product or service. Medyo, ito yung ginagamit ngayon ng mga gumagamit ng B2C, no? Mas effective nowadays, yung mga vlogs, di ba? Para mas makilala pa yung kanilang business o service na ino-offer. Okay? Now, let's proceed with the next topic, B2C categories. Now, we have e-commerce, retail, service, and digital content. So let's discuss this very quick. Huh? So, meron tayong 4 categories. Of course, yung e-commerce. Ito yung type ng B2C business that sell product or service online through e-commerce store. When we say retail, of course, this type of business, B2B business that sell product or service offline, no? Through brick and mortar. Ito yung mga stores nila. Yung physical store, mga traditional stores. Yan. So, pwede rin magkaroon ng business to customer through service. This type of business provides service such as yung mga haircut, car repair, legal advice, no? All intangible product na siniserve service. And of course, last yung digital content. So, this type of B2C business that sell digital content, such as ebooks, online course, software products, to the customers. Yan yung mga categories. Okay? So, I think this is the last topic na yung mga example of B2C, which we already discussed this last time, no? Of course, yung mga Amazon, any e-commerce online platforms, no? Lazada, yan. So forth. Amazon sa US and sa China naman, ito yung sikat, no? Alibaba. So, almost the same siya sa Amazon. But, they offer yung mas cheaper price. Kumbaga sa Pilipinas, yung Amazon yung Lazada na. Tapos yung Alibaba is yung Shopee. Okay? Medyo mas mababa yung ano. Another example is yung Netflix, of course. We already discussed this last time, yung Spotify and Walmart. Yung ito yung mga retail giant, no? Hindi lang yan sa Philippines, but all over the world. No? They offer yung business to customers e-commerce, no? So, ayan, yung mga example ng B2C. And here are the references of our topic. So I am going to send this sa sa GC natin. So that's the end of our lesson number 2. Thank you for listening and see you next meeting.